And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be continuing the main scenario of Stormblood. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So we are here in the Azim Steppe at 3012. We've just won the Nardum. So that was fun. So we now need to continue by talking to Hian. So let's talk to him. So the next quest is called Glory of the Khan. We'll get an Aether Current and some random gift. So Hian has what can be described as a shy-eating grin. Okay. But it would be rude of me to monopolize your attention. Doubtless there are others who would speak with you. Let us go agree to Mulan Khatan. Or Khatun. Okay, let's do it. So, welcome warriors of the steppe. It is an honor to receive you once more. We observed the battle from a distance and marked the moment of your triumph. In that instant, I wept tears of joy. Not only did you bring us victory in the Nardum, but you ensured that every one of my kinsmen returned with their lives. Some were more gravely wounded than others, but none were lost to us. We could not have asked for anything more. If it is not much of an imposition, would you be willing to go and speak with them? A simple gesture for those with whom you shared the battlefield. Why not? Why not? Let's do this. Cool. Right. So, let's see. This way. Whee! So some part of me still struggles to believe it, but we won. We defeated the Urinar and the Darfal and won. When they appeared before us, I was filled with such fear as I had never known. But then I saw you charge with Serena and the others, and before I knew it, I was running and shouting. I will carry the memory of that moment with me always, as well as the moment when you became one with the Ovo and were declared Khagan. The victory pose you struck was a sight to behold. I say, would you be willing to show us again? Okay. So, let's do it. Let's do / victory pose. Alright. I didn't even realize that Mithrie did it. I like that she's using the relic as well. It's really cool. So, aye, that's the stuff of legends. That's the Khagan in all her splendor. Praise be to the Khagan, and to the gods for guiding her to us. Or Khan. Glory to the Khan and her comrades, forever and forever, 100 years, the Khan. Cool, done. So let's talk to Serena. Let's do this. So, Mithrie, I am told you gave the young warriors a fine show. Grandmother and I have been discussing how we might best express our gratitude to you. Mere words did not seem sufficient. 1 billion gil, please. This is a mourning cur, a traditional instrument of our people. The feats of our greatest heroes like Bardam and Shaka are preserved in song. Yours too will live on for years to come. Perhaps one day you might learn how to play it, but even if not, you may look on the mourning cur and remember this time, this place, as we will when we hearken to the music. Cool. Nice. So yeah. So now we've got enough, because I haven't actually been trying to get the Aether Currents. So, let me see if I can... Actually, I'll do it another time. But basically, because I haven't actually been trying to get them, I am doing enough so I can get, like, increased speed in the areas. So my movement speeds will be quicker now. Anyway, let's talk to Hian. And I will unlock flying and stuff as well in the future. So Lord Hian's eyes are filled with determination. The quest is called In Crimson They Walked. And we'll get another gift. So at the risk of sounding impatient, we have certain pressing obligations. It is time that we saw to them. You are right. To whom much is given, much is expected. Nay, do not think yourselves so indebted to us. Was it not you who gave us your blessings to participate in the Nardum, and you who saved my lord Hian from certain death? Doma is in your debt, and will ever be a friend to the Mall. And we to you, Gosetsu. A thought occurs to me. If you wish to return to Yansha with all haste, the passage to the south of the Dusk Throne would offer you the most direct route. The Dolphal sealed it with their magics during the Doman Rebellion, when more men in iron came from afar. If ever there were a time to open the pass, it is now. We should journey to Dolphal Ka. But before that, might we visit the Dawn Throne? I wish to speak with our most radiant brother. So, are you sure that's a good idea? I know he agreed to fight for Doma, but I doubt he'll be very happy to see us so soon after we beat him. I mean, aren't they going to move into the Dawn Throne? Nama made us for war, Lise. Ever since we came into this world, we have fought. In the Nardum, blood was shed, and lives were lost. Brown earth was stained crimson, and Zayla wept. But crimson is the dusk and the dawn, death and rebirth, an ending to mark a new beginning. We who are born are destined to die. As the seasons turn, we are born again. Thus spoke the first. So you see, we harbour no hatreds. The Nardum is the Nardum, and what comes after is what comes after. If you say so, the Dawn Throne first then? Yes, and I shall accompany you. So I asked for war, I got war. Okay, so let's talk to Magnai. We can teleport there, thankfully. What is this item? Oh, it's a tabletop item. Okay, maybe I'll put it in my room. Okay, let's do this. So the sun is disinclined to entertain you at length. Speak your purpose in coming. Humble as ever. Should I be humble in the presence of inferiors? I am a child of Azim, and you are not. Your triumph in the Nardum does not raise you to such heights. Batu will not be joining us. He was wounded in the Nardum. His hurts are grave and he requires rest, but he will walk again in time. Though it is no business of yours, such pity does not become a Khan. We are not allies, traveller, far from it. The Nardum will come again, and with it our rule. I say again, why have you come? To bid us surrender the Dawn Throne to the Mall? Nay, the Mall are beholden to the wills of the gods. and they would not have us reside here. The Orinair and the Bugada may remain. We are for Yanxia and wish to speak of your part in the coming war. Ah, the Domans and the Ironman. I remember our pact. Sound the call and the Orinair will answer. Full glad I am to hear it. We have preparations to attend to, but we'll send for you soon. The gods are kind. I am sure the Orinair will prove a great boon in the days to come. What did she say? Of the dusk, a maiden gentle and ethereal, a dancer in the morning mists, and a warrior's besides? Look into my eyes, child. See you as him? Are you my Nama? Is that a way of proposing? I don't know what you speak, brother Magnai, but I am certain you are mistaken. Quite. We should get going right now. Yeah, we don't need rest. Let's just go into a war. He's a flirtatious type, eh? Okay, let's talk to Sadu. And let's have a happy old time. Or a sad old time. Whichever applies. Right, so we need to go... Oh, wow, we have to go all the way over there. Okay, so let's do it. Whee, I didn't think this through. Ah, crap. No. Ah, trolling you. I survived. So, this way. Let's do it. So, in this game, in case you don't know, you don't die from full damage if you're not in combat. So, you see, I wasn't in combat when I did that jump, so I knew I was going to survive. Simple as that. But if you're in combat and you do a fall like that, then yes, you will die. But we'll see how this story keeps unfolding. Like, for me personally, I think this story is way more interesting than Heavensward's. And it's something I asked for as well. You know, I sort of was praying for us to have outright war. And not just the sort of, you know, reflection, sad, negative mode of Heavensward that we had for years. Yeah, let's keep going, let's keep going. Okay, so here is Sadu. So, the Khan and her warriors. Greetings, my lady. We come to you on our journey south, bound for Yanxia, where our comrades await us. How fare you and yours in the wake of the Nardum? Many were wounded, some few to the death. Resplendent were their souls in the chaos. It was a good battle, a good day to die. Soon we will greet them again. And mayhap one who went before them also. Gassa's seed has quickened in his lover. When this child is born, we shall see who waits behind its eyes. Already we must look to the next Nardum. We must grow strong of body and mind, and your war will help us do so. Say the word and we will fly to the field. Of that I have no doubt, for you are Dofal. So there is one more thing we would ask of you. The magic you use to seal the passage to the south, will you unmake them? If that be your wish. When next we come together, it will be on a great battlefield against a common foe. I trust you will fight with the same fervor you demonstrated during the Nardum. And you, Ancient One, will be the demon I know you to be. Aught less would be a disappointment. Very polite, isn't she? Okay, so let's go talk to Serena. Over here. Let's do it. So, what can I say? We're getting ready for more fights, more war. And I am loving this. It's, like I said, it's so much more interesting than Heaven's Sword. It's not to say Heaven's Sword was bad, it's just this is better. Simple as that. Okay, here we go. So here is Serena. So Sardu Cartoon has done her part. This passage will deliver you to Doma. It is here we must part ways until the day you call us to battle. It won't be long, I know, but take care of yourself, Serena, and tell your grandmother and the others again how much we appreciate everything they did for us. I will, and oh, I nearly forgot. I have another gift for you. Oh, it's, red. Wait, is this a banner of the Mole tribe? It's not the most practical of gifts, but we nevertheless wish to present it to you. I do not fully understand what has befallen Doma, or your homeland, Lise, but I do understand that you and yours have suffered terribly. The Mole place their faith in the gods, and in turn they shepherd us. They watch over and keep us. We pray they show you the same favor. As it was in the Nardum, blood will be shed, your lands engulfed in a storm of fire and steel. Yet as it did here, it shall mark a new beginning there. May ye ever walk in crimson, for in crimson there is life, there is liberation. Thank you for your prayers, Serena. We shall remember them. Until we meet again. Bye. Ah, that's such a devastating picture. Cool. So let's complete some more decorations to put into the room. Cool. So we finished the achievement Crimson Footprints. So let's see if there's any title. Step Warrior. Cool. So let's talk to Hian. So the next quest is called The Hour of Awakening. The time has come for Lord Hian to return to Doma. Right then, to the House of the Fierce, with me, my friends. Okay, let's do this. Let's go, let's go. Whoops, no preference. Yeah, I forgot there's the whole instance thing in this expansion at the moment, in case zones get too full. Oh, nice. So we're finally, like, getting to the other side of the map. It's Gosetsu. So I have not used this road before, but I recognize this place. The House of the Fierce should lie somewhere to the south. I will go on ahead and inform the sentries of our master's return. Interesting. It's nice to finally see the other side of the world, sort of thing. Ooh. Interesting. That's a bridge that's broken, so let's just go on the lake bed. I do find this really interesting. Let's do those fish. Obviously there's fishing around here. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. Let's go this way. Let's go up this hill. And we can find our destination. Okay, here's Khagan. So here we are. I wonder if they are all gathered inside, waiting. Perhaps expecting a speech or some such. Well, no matter. I shall have to do what I shall have to do.
Brothers and sisters, pray forgive me my absence. It has been far too long.
Yep.
Lord Hien. Gosetsu told us of your trials and tribulations on the steppe. Would that I'd been present to witness your victory, my lord.
Our victory, Yugiri, owed as much to each of my stalwart comrades as it did to me. Now rise. I will not suffer this excess of formality any longer. Alphino and Alizé Levieux, I presume. I'm told we owe you much. It is a pleasure to meet you both.
The pleasure is ours, Lord Hien. Though we were born and raised a world apart, our values are one and the same. Freedom, justice, liberty. Each of which Doma shall soon enjoy once more.
Hopefully. I understand you have brought an army.
Indeed. The Zayla tribes of the Azim Steppe have pledged their military might to the cause.
Good. We, meanwhile, have secured the support of the Confederacy and a not insignificant number of your countrymen. The Blue Kojin, too, have expressed a willingness to join the fight, provided you agree to certain trade agreements following the liberation of Doma.
The shinobi will render what aid they can. However, Suino Sato refused to answer our call.
No matter. What forces we have amassed far exceed my original expectations. You have my thanks.
You should know that Xenos departed Doma not long after you left to find Lord Hien. We know not the reason why, but it would seem he was eager to return to Gir Abania.
What? Have you heard anything from the Resistance? There hasn't been another attack, has there?
Tataru assures me they are quite well. You need not worry. If anything, this turn of events would seem to be to our advantage.
But there the good news ends. Yotsuyu retains her position as acting viceroy, and we have reports that the garrison at Doma Castle is preparing for a massive operation. We suspect that the Empire's attempt to eliminate you on the steppe may have been a prelude to a larger effort to purge the remaining pockets of resistance within Doma.
The hour of reckoning is upon us.
Then victory will soon be ours. Yep. Victory is mine.
The Khan has spoken, and I, for one, am not inclined to argue. In this place, in this moment, I call upon you all. 25 years of oppression, of tyranny, of shame. It ends with us. We will prevail.
I do like the look of Mithrie's relic axe. It's becoming harder to decide really what my main is going to be in Stormblood. I wanted it, like I said, I wanted it to be monk, but I'm playing it less and less these days. So once more, welcome back. It is good to see you again, Mithrie. Ah yes, there is another recent development we neglected to share with you. Hard at work attempting to restore the Aetheryte here to its former glory, and I am pleased to inform you that we succeeded. Suffice it to say, it should prove a boon for travel. Well, for those replete with anima like you, at least. Cool. Right. So, what, another quest? The next quest is called The Room Where It Happened. Alpha Node has advised a cunning strategy to reclaim Doma Castle. So I imagine you are eager to hear the particulars of our plan. Allow me a moment to gather everyone's attention. I need to remember to attune to the Aephorite as well.
If all are in agreement, I will outline my plan to retake Doma Castle. First, Lys and the Doman Irregulars will conduct a series of raids against Imperial targets throughout the surrounding area, with the aim of drawing the garrison's attention. Shortly thereafter, our Zayla allies will launch a surprise attack on the castle's airborne defenses. In this way, we will prevent the enemy's airships from rendering support and cut off one means of escape. Alize and I, together with the Shinobi, will exploit the ensuing chaos to infiltrate the moon gates and disable the Magitech field generators. Once the barrier is down, we will be free to cross the One River and reach Doma Castle. It is at this point that we must turn to our Confederate and Khagan allies. They will commence to bombard the castle with cannon fire, while sailing west towards the Doman Enclave.
Wait, the Enclave? Why would you want them to sail away from the castle?
Because the Enclave is home to countless civilians. Once pressed, the Imperials may well think to take them hostage, and I would fain forestall any such attempt.
Interesting.
After we have secured the Enclave, we may lay siege to Doma Castle directly. The main strength of the Doman Liberation Front, under Lord Hien's command, shall be committed to this endeavor, as will you and your redoubtable allies. The rest is simple. We scour the castle for the Viceroy, we find her, and we subdue her. Without their leader, what remains of the Imperials' morale will crumble, and they will surrender or attempt to flee. And Doma will be free. Your thoughts, Lord Hien? If any points were unclear or gave you cause for concern, I should be glad to go over them with you.
Nay, 'tis a fine plan. You have a talent for this. That much is plain. We shall carry out Alpha Node's plan to the letter. Time is of the essence, as you know, so let us each see to our respective preparations. Carry on.
Yay! Okay. Right, so let me very quickly go and attune to the Aephorite before I forget. So it's like one less thing to think about, you know? Okay, and done. Let's talk to him. So there is no shortage of tasks which needs to be completed before we can launch our attack. If you have a moment, perhaps you could lend a hand. That said, I have only just returned. It would be better for you to speak with Alpha Node to find out how you might be of service. Okie dokie. So trying to keep busy, full glad I am to hear it. There is one task which comes to mind. As I explained during my briefing, Alize and I will infiltrate the moon gates to disable the Magitech field generators. Though I pride myself on my knowledge of various subjects, I must confess I lack confidence in my knowledge of this particular one, which is why I turned to an expert. I have been conversing with Sid via Tataru, attempting to ascertain the design of the generators based on our limited intelligence. Most recently, he sent a parcel with some documents which he believes may be of use. I would like for you to go to Khagan and bring them back here. In the meantime, I'll continue to work with our shinobi allies to plot a path into the gates. Safe travels, Mithrie, and thank you again. Cool. So let's go to Khagan and talk to Tataru. Right. Oh yeah, I can't mount in this area. Right, so we need to teleport to the Ruby Bazaar. Okay, so we go inside. Go. So, Mithrie, what are you doing here? I thought you were fighting nomads in the Azim Steppe. Yeah, we're like done in it. Oh, you beat them. Good show. A shame I didn't get to see it. Alphanode has been keeping me apprised of the situation in Doma. I may not be in any good in a physical fight, but in an paperwork fight, I am the true Khan. Yeah. Cool, that's complete. Next quest is called How Tataru Got Her Groove Back. Tataru has grown rather accustomed to her life in Khagan. So you're here for the parcel Sid sent, right? Wait a moment and it will be right out. I like her outfit. So it arrived not long ago. A porter delivered it to our offices, along with various other knickknacks from Eorzea. Sid regrets that he could not come here in person. Apparently his hunt for the dragon and Omega demands his full attention, you see. Still, he was reasonably confident that the documents he provided would be enough for Alphanode to do the work himself. So as soon as a parcel gets here, we can open it up and see what's inside. So, pardon my interruption, but the parcel in question, was it the only one you placed on the shelf in the back for safekeeping? I believe so, yes. Why do you ask? Well, you see, on closer inspection, said parcel appears to have been addressed to the Setsugume barracks. Though it does not indeed bulge with a quantity of paper reminiscent of a rather large instructor manual, but a lingering scent of lilac leads me to conclude it is in fact a sizable collection of love letters. What? Impossible. The porter was carrying a parcel addressed to us. I saw the writing with my own eyes. Oh, I do not doubt that in the least. However, he was tasked with a number of deliveries. I can only presume that he handed you another parcel by mistake. That is a disaster. We have to find that porter right this instant. She can move quickly when she has a mind to do so. So quickly she neglected to take these love letters with her. They too must be redirected to the rightful recipient. Okay. That should also aid you in tracking down the right porter. They keep records of their deliveries and so forth, after all. The man in question was of, middling height and build. Not like myself. Black hair, short, terribly helpful in Khagan, I know. A cheery sort, wearing bright colours, as I recall. I will send a few of my men out to search, but in the meantime, why don't you take the parcel and see if you can't track him down yourself? I will wait here wait here on the off chance he realizes his mistake and returns. For some reason, I just don't trust Hancock. I'm not sure why. I can just smell traitor in the air. I really just don't get it. I guess we'll see in the story if that proves to be a true theory, if I'm just suspicious for no reason. Okay, so we need to go... Let's go to the Rakuza district. Okay. Hello, Weaver questline. So, where are we going? I still need to do the level 70 Weaver quest at some point. Okay, here he is. Oh dear, I misplaced some of the most important documents, and if I do not find them quickly, there will be dire repercussions. So let's hand over the love-centered love letter. Letter is perhaps a charitable description, and the weight of this parcel rather suggests a lengthy treatise on why a certain Sisegumi ought to accept the undying affections of a certain admirer. Interesting. No, it's nothing so scandalous and base. My lord is a man with a singular dietary restrictions, which I have detailed in my notebook. I cannot purchase produce without it. Okay. Okay, so it's basically, it's not this guy. Okay, fair enough. So let's I wonder if they'll be in the back street or not. Let's go this way. Okay, let's try this overworked porter. So, a good morning to you, miss, but I have no time to chat. I have to head to the Bocaro. Or was it the Holstery? Bah, no time. So let's hand over the love letter. Ah, yeah, I recognize that parcel. I delivered it to the Ruby Bazaar not long ago. What of it? A mistake? For the Sasugumi, you say? Ah, you're right. How stupid of me. Fortunately, I have yet to visit the barracks. This is for you, yes? I will take the other in exchange. Okay. So, we've now got it. So now we need to go back to the Ruby Bazaar and give the package to Tataru. So let's go. Ruby Bazaar. Okay, let's go. In we go. Okay, she is. So I'm sorry I couldn't find him. I guess we have to hope he realizes his mistake and returns soon. So let's hand over the Magitech Field Generator Manual. So I'd never want to take undue risks. It would seem Sid thought it best to send Alphanode a massive manual detailing the operation of a Magitech field generator to ensure that the boy was prepared for every eventuality, or possibly to see if he would read the entire thing, or simply give up and whack the generator with a wrench, which works 9 times out of 10 anyway. Lol. That's it. That's the parcel. You found him. Though, knowing our luck, Sid put the wrong papers in here. So, no, this is it. These are the documents detailing the operations of the Magitech field generators Alphanode requested. I can only imagine what would happen had we sent Mithrie back to Doma with a parcel full of love letters. The look on Alphanode's face when he reads the first page. On second thought, I'm a little disappointed we didn't. Everyone's working so hard to fight for Doma's freedom, and here I am, making the same silly mistakes. It won't happen again, Mithrie, and I'll keep working hard to bring you and others useful information. If we hear anything new, we'll contact you straight away. Oh, and you may be pleased to hear that we have brokered an arrangement between the company and the Confederacy. They require armaments we provide, discreetly and at a reasonable price. I'm sure Lord Lodorizzo was pleased to hear it. Ha, indeed he was. Indeed he was. So, well, it seems our time together is at an end. Give Alphinaud and Elise my regards, will you? Okie dokie. Right. So, we need to go back to Yanxia, to the House of the Fierce. Because why not? Right. Let's talk to Master Alphinaud. So, oh, it seems like just yesterday you were here. Our plans proceed apace. Do you have the documents? Yep. So it says parcels. It says, though this parcel weighs no less than the other, it lacks the scent of lilac and there is therefore much less likely to contain someone's misdirected woo. So excellent. This looks to be exactly what we need. Assuming our shinobi escort can see us safely to the moon gates, I should have no trouble deactivating the barrier. Good, good. That is one less thing to worry about. Cool. Next. The next quest is called Seeds of Despair. Well, we'll get some tiger skins. If you seek further employment, Alphinaud can point you in the right direction. So, should you wish to for further employment, mayhap you could speak with Elise. I believe she was planning to search the surrounding area for Imperial patrols. If you go now, you may be able to catch her before she departs. Okay. So this is just the quiet before the storm, as they say. So Alphinaud told you about my plans, and you wish to come with me. Well, far be it from me to refuse you. If truth be told, I'm not entirely sure what I expect to find. In the wake of your failed assassination attempt, the Imperials demonstrated uncharacteristic restraint. There were no public executions, and not a single village was put to torch. But as I mentioned earlier, our latest intelligence does not suggest a purge is imminent. For all we know, they could be out in the field even as we speak, surveilling their targets and making plans. If so, we need to put a stop to it. Let us begin our search in the north. Okay, so let's go. We need to go there. Let's do it. Not actually 100% sure where the gate to leave is. Can't remember. This way? Yep. Cool. So look, outside. So like I say, I'm having a ton of fun with this story. I want to just see how it develops, basically. What are we missing? Like... And like I said, I do feel at that moment with the Narden was we were tipping the tide in our favor. That might have been a way of marking the halfway point in the story. All quiet for now. Follow me to the next location. Okay, so Imperial Patrol this way. Whee! Splat. Let's avoid the fates. Okay. Where do we go? Right here. There she is. So no Imperial patrols near our headquarters then? Good. The last thing we need is a repeat of Rago's Reach. Even so, 'twould be prudent to search a little longer. Right, okay, let's carry on. How far do we need to go? That way. So I wonder how long it's going to take for us to unlock Doma Castle. Would be nice if I can do it in this episode, but I don't want the episode to be too long. Okay, here's Elise. So So not exactly the enemy I was worried about. Damn it all, I just can't leave the carcass lying in the middle of the road. Got stronger, get on with it then. Lol. So next to you I feel like a child playing at swords and sorcery, though mayhap it suits me better than books. I owe much to Makote I met in my travels. He was a master of these techniques and kindly agreed to teach me the fundamentals. But I never could warm to common rapiers. I vastly preferred using a blade of my own creation, despite the toll it took on me. Urionje's gift was a godsend, to be honest. Anyway, we're falling behind. We should split up and try to recoup some lost time. We've heard rumors of Imperial soldiers skulling about, disguised as villagers. One was supposedly spotted near the ribbons, to the south of here. Go and see if there's anything out of the ordinary. Okay. So let's go. When they said south of here, they meant southeast. Haunted Elder, eh? So, oh, hello there, young lady. My associates and I are in search of fertile soil for farming, and this land caught our eye. You doubt my word? You suspect that we have some other purpose in coming here? How vexing it is to be questioned in this manner. Very well, she desires the truth, and she shall have it. Deal with her. Lol. Let's summon my Chocobo. I've got deliverance for the sake of it. Okay, almost done. Well, the first target at least. I like to use my Chocobo during outdoor battles. Done. Cool. I see Risty. So let's go, let's go. There is Elise. Cutscene. So I saw them attack you while this one fled. Since you seem to have everything in hand, I decided to capture him. An Imperial, I presume? I knew it would come to this, but at the hands of a Westerner, a Doman would at least know the rights. You think you understand, but you do not. She will burn it all before she surrenders. She will never kneel again, nor should she. Come on. Where's the wink? Uh-oh. Mithrie! What a time to get an echo, eh? So rest assured, the Nari will receive due compensation. Young Asashi has great potential. That much is plain. If he applies himself, he may one day be granted the opportunity to go to Garmold and learn from some of the leading authorities in the field of Magitech. Few citizens are afforded such treatment, however, much less people of the provinces. You will need to do more. Oh, of course. I have no doubt that we shall. My husband and I want only the best Imperial education for our boy. I finished planting the rice, Mother. Not while the officer is here, Yotsuyu. Inside, now. Yes, mother. You did not mention that you had a daughter. My sister's, not mine. Calm me, rest her soul. She is utterly hopeless, but I cannot choose... You cannot choose one's family. Indeed, she is of age to receive an education as well, is she not? Yet, we have no records. I trust I need not remind you of your legal obligations. No, of course not. But she is weak and sickly. Some days she has not the strength to leave her bed. Though, a thought occurs to me. Mayhap we can come to an understanding? Interesting. So, that was a near thing. What happened? We were talking and then all of a sudden you were somewhere else. Did one of those soldiers hit you on the head or something? Well, if you say so, we should go and tell the others what happened here. Bye. Huh. Okay, what next? So we have to talk to Elise, so let's just teleport, save ourselves some time. Okay, where do we go? So, thank you. You didn't have to come with me, but you did. And for that, I am grateful. I told the others of our encounter with the disguised soldiers. Though we disposed of the bodies, it's only a matter of time before their comrades know their absence. As if we needed any more reason to act quickly. Are you sure that you're alright, by the way? You've been awfully quiet since we returned. He's been awfully quiet the whole game. So next quest is called The Limits of Our Endurance. If you all want for work, Elise has a suggestion. I tell you to rest and leave the rest to the others, but seeing as that isn't in your nature, Elise returned but a moment ago, looking a bit worried. It would seem that trouble is afoot in Namai. You may as well go and ask her about it. As for me, I will not impose upon you any further. Okay. So let's go talk to Lise. She's right there. So I feel that this is kind of like, let's just do some random quests until we get to Doma Castle. So we've barely got enough armor as it is, huh? So, oh, you're here to help. That's a relief. I've been trying to help the villagers in Namai get ready for the operation, but we've run into a few problems. You remember how we're supposed to stir up trouble as a diversion, right? Well, the thing is, we don't have enough armor to go around. I thought the Doma Liberation Front would be able to furnish us with some, but it seems that's not the case. I was about to go to tell Ys, why don't you come too? Interesting. Okay, so let's teleport to, is it Namai or Namal? That's Namai, okay. Let's do this. Kill. Nope, that's a different quest. There we go. So, oh, you're here too. I heard about those soldiers you and Elisa encountered, but I'm glad you're all alright. Right then. So, Ys, we have gathered up all the rope we could find in the village. And every tool with an edge, but it is still not enough. Even a hoe would suffice, but there are no more to spare. Thank you, Shigusa. Ryo-sen, could use a hand if there is nothing else. As for more tools, I may have some in my home. Go and search it and take whatever meets your needs. So, I made enough rice balls for everyone, including some special ones for Lady Yugiri. Can I go and give them to her? You silly little girl, of course you can. Hurry. You never know when she'll have to leave on a secret mission. Har 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 woof 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 har har moo. So, sorry about that. Everyone's been trying to contribute since Lord Hien returned. There is so much to worry about. You're doing well, Ys, though I have to ask, have you had any luck finding more armor? Unfortunately, no. Unlike weapons, there are no substitutes for proper protection. It is not as though we need full suits of Imperial plate, but we're not soldiers. If we attack without any equipment, we'll be slaughtered. The Domin Liberation Front does not have any armor to spare. I suppose we could ask Hancock, but there's no telling how long it would take for him to send us supplies. Do you have an armorer in the village, or anyone with some skill to fashion armor? There is one man, a craftsman who fled the Enclave. He is experienced and may be able to help. I don't know if I can persuade him to, though, but maybe you two could come with me? His name is Tsurunuki, and he lives in Kusukari in the south. Come with me. Interesting. Let's do this. So obviously this is all preparations. I wonder how long is left until Doma Castle. Did we go the wrong way? We probably did. Like, how many more quests do I need to do? Okay, I think we're going the right way. Okay, let's take a look at the map. Ooh. Ah, it's an Aether Current. Got confused by what that was. I'm leaving the Aether Currents until I make the Aether Current videos. Okay. So, who are these star-eyed youths who stand before me? One who sing of rebellion, of liberation? Surely they would not think to trouble me with such foolish schemes. Oh, go and say what you will, but